Welcome to the Junior 2 Version 1 Medication Calculation Practice Questions. Please follow the guidelines number 1 through 6 as we answer questions number 1 through 10. Number 1, prepare a 45 milligram dosage from 75 milligram ml strength. Calculate the volume of medication in mLs necessary to administer the dosage ordered. So our final units that we're looking for are mLs. Your order is 45 milligrams. Your availability is 75 milligrams per ml. So we see that we have our units of ml here. We can cancel out milligrams. So let's go ahead and set up the equation. $45 milligrams. And you want to cancel the unit of milligrams, so you want 75 milligrams in the denominator, mLs in the numerator, and 45 divided by 75 is 0.6 mLs. Final answer for number 1, 0.6 mLs. Number 2, a physician orders Epogen erythropoietin 3,000 units sub-Q TID times 8 weeks. The medication available is Epogen 4,000 units per 1 ml. How much medication will you administer to the client for each dose? So the final units that we're looking for are in mLs. So the order is for 3,000 units. Availability is 4,000 units per 1 ml. The equation is order times available. 3,000 units. You want to cancel the unit of units, so you want 4,000 units in the denominator, and you'll get 0.75 mLs. You want to round up because 5 is over, which means you're going to approximate it to 0.8 mLs. So number 2 is A. Number 3, if a medication dose were 7.5 milligrams per pound, how much would be administered per kilogram of body weight? So what we're looking for is milligrams per kilogram. Our order is 7.5 milligrams per pound. What we have available is 2.2 pounds per 1 kilogram. That is our conversion. So using our equation, 7.5 milligrams per pound. And you want 2.2 pounds in the numerator, so pounds unit cancels. And you get 7.5 times 2.2 is 16.5 milligrams per 1 kilogram. So the answer is C for number 3. Number 4, the solution strength is 0.4 milligrams per ml. A dosage of 150 micrograms has been ordered. Calculate the volume of medication in mLs necessary to administer the dosage ordered. So what we're looking for our final unit is mLs. The order is 150 micrograms. What we have available is 0.4 milligrams per ml. We want to convert milligrams into micrograms. The conversion that we want is 1,000 micrograms per 1 milligram. So 0.4 milligrams per ml. And we want to cancel milligrams, so we have to have 1 milligram in the denominator, 1,000 micrograms in the numerator. We get 400 micrograms. Following our equation, 150 micrograms. We want to cancel out the units of micrograms, so 400 micrograms in the denominator, mLs in the numerator, and you get 150 divided by 400 is 0.375 mLs. Final answer. Number 5, the nurse is to administer 150 mLs of an IV piggyback medication over 40 minutes. The IV pump is set in milliliters per hour. The nurse will set the pump for how many mLs per hour in order to deliver 150 mLs in 40 minutes. So our final units that we're looking for are mLs per hour. What we have and what they ordered is 150 mLs per 40 minutes. And we know that the conversion is 60 minutes per 1 hour. So we have 150 mLs over 40 minutes, 60 minutes in the numerator, so you can cancel out the units of minute, 1 hour in the denominator, and you get 150 times 60 is 9,000 divided by 40 is 225 mLs per hour for number 5. Final answer. Number 6, a client is to receive an intravenous IV of 450 mLs normal saline over a period of 4 hours. The IV drop factor is 10 drops GTT per 1 ml. How many drops per minute would you calculate? So the final units we want are GTT over minute. So we know that the order is for 450 mLs over 4 hours. The availability we have to give the drop factor is 10 drops per ml. So let's go ahead and follow our equation. 450 over 4 hours. We want the units of mLs to cancel. So we have mLs in the denominator, drops in the numerator, and we're left with 450 times 10 divided by 40 is 112, 450 times 10 divided by 4, 1125 drops per hour. However, we're looking for drops per minute, and we have to remember the conversion, 60 minutes in 1 hour. So 1125 drop per hour. We want to cancel the unit of hour. So 1125 divided by 60 is 18.75 drops per hour. And we're canceling hours, keeping drops per minute. So that's going to round to 19 drops per minute. Number 6 is B, 19 drops. Number 7, the nurse is to start a heparin drip for a client with a deep vein thrombosis, DVT. Medication available is 250 mLs D5W with 25,000 units of heparin. The physician's order is to administer heparin at 850 units per hour. How many mLs are needed for 750 units? So let's go ahead and think about what's going on. So we have a bag of heparin. And in it, it's 25,000 units per 250 mLs of liquid of D5W. The physician's order is to administer heparin at 850 units an hour. So it's going to go through a pump. And the order is 850 units per 1 hour. And this is going to our patient. So the question is asking how many mLs are needed for 750 units. So for our final units, we're looking for mLs. The order is for 750 units. What's available is 250 mLs with 25,000 units of heparin. So using our equation, order times available, 750 units, and we want to cancel out our unit of units. So 250 mLs in the numerator, 25,000 units in the denominator, and you're left with 7.5 mLs, which is letter B. For number 8, it's actually continuing the question by referring to what you answered in number 7. So based on your number for number 7, how many drops per minute will the nurse calculate? The IV drop factor is 15 drips per ml. So the final units that we're looking for are drops per minute. And definitely highlight that so you don't lose track of what we're looking for. So how do we approach this? So what we know from number 7 is that we have an order of 750, let's do 7.5 mLs and 750 units. That's what we figured out from number 7. And what we're looking for is the order is to deliver heparin at 150 units per hour. So we're going to go ahead and multiply that. And this is where the units come into play especially. So you have 850 units per 1 hour. Your units are going to cancel, and you're left with 7.5 times 850 divided by 750. And you get 8.5 mLs per hour. So the order of 750 units and 7.5 mLs at a rate of 850 units per hour through the pump is going to be going 8.5 mLs per hour. However, number 8 is asking us for drops per minute. So what we're going to do is we know that the IV drop factor rate is 15 drops per ml. So we're going to take the 8.5 mLs per hour. We're going to cancel out our mLs. So we want 15 drops in the numerator, 1 ml in the denominator. Cancel out your mLs. And you have 8.5 times 15 is 127.5 drops per hour. However, we're not done yet because we're still looking for drops per minute. So remember our conversion, there's 60 minutes and 1 hour. So bringing down our 127.5 drops per hour. And we want to make sure that we cancel out our units of hour and 60 minutes in the denominator. So 127.5 divided by 60 is 2.1 to 5 drops per minute. So the answer is for 8 is B, 2 drops. Number 9, give atropine 0.5 milligrams sub-Q now. The single-use vial provided contains 400 micrograms per ml. So we are looking for the units of ml. So the order is to give 0.5 milligrams. What we have available is 400 micrograms per ml. You want to convert micrograms into milligrams. Remember, there's 1,000 micrograms in 1 milligram. So converting our available med, you have 400 micrograms per ml, and there's 1,000 micrograms in the denominator, so you can cancel out the units of micrograms, and you'll get 0.4 milligrams per ml. Order times available is 0.5 milligrams, and we want to cancel out the units of milligrams, so you put 0.4 milligrams in the denominator, mLs in the numerator, and 0.5 divided by 0.4 is 1.25 mLs. Final answer for number 9. Number 10, the physician orders potassium chloride KCl 36 milliequivalents to be added to a 1 liter IV bag of D5W. Medication available is 30 milliequivalents of KCl in a 20 ml multiple dose vial. How much medication will you need to add to the 1 liter of IV fluid? So let's break down what's happening. We have a 1 liter bag of D5W. And on this 1 liter bag, you'll have 2 areas. So one is where you can put medication in, and one is where you're going to hook it up to your tube. And this tube will go to your patient. So this is where you can introduce meds. And the med they're specifically asking for is KCl. And they want 36 milliequivalents. But the medication available is 30 MEQs of KCl in a 20 ml multiple dose vial. So what that looks like is you'll have a vial here. You're going to pop the cap off. This is your vial. And this is going to be 30 MEQs per 20 mLs. So what you're going to do is you're going to draw this medication up with a syringe. Here's your needle. And you're going to drop the medication in your syringe. And you're going to use a syringe and you're going to input it into the bag right at this port using an alcohol swab before you insert it. So let's go ahead and figure out how much of the medication in the vial you need to pull up. So let's see. We are having the final units of mLs. Your order is for 36 MEQs. What's available is 30 MEQs per 20 mLs. So order times available, 36 MEQs, 20 mLs on the numerator, 30 MEQs in the denominator, because you want to go ahead and cancel out these units and end up with mLs. So 36 times 20 divided by 30 is going to be 24. So 10 is A. So you're going to draw up 24 mLs of your KCl, and you're going to insert that into 1 liter of D5W.